Hey friends, how's it going? Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. Hope that you've been doing well. Do you remember that time period, that time frame years back where it seemed like everybody on YouTube who made fragrance videos, fragrance content was having those thumbnails with the fragrances where they'd be like, you know, I'm gonna eat it because it's so delicious. It smells so good that I want to physically ingest it. I want to snap off the atomizer and just chug it like it's Everclear, and I don't care if I live to see tomorrow. Well, here's the deal. My fragrance, West Loop, this thing, certified compliment monster, and the quality is so high that this is actually fully edible. There's no problem. You can eat this. It tastes real good. It's good, dude. I really get that vanilla orchid, the cinnamon, the wood. Tastes like wood. My tongue is going numb. The quality, that's what it is. Don't do that. Anyway, this fragrance, which I creatively directed, is fantastic for compliments. Women absolutely love it. You can find it at every fragrance outlet, every Perfumania store in the country. You can find it linked down below in the description. But that's not what we're talking about today. Today I'm talking about 10 different fragrances that drive women crazy, just huge compliment pullers, and I'm doing a giveaway sponsored by Joma Shop of one of these fragrances, which is actually really difficult to find and is gonna run you like 130 bucks or more if you were to buy it. So all these are linked in the description. Let's get it started, boys. I'm gonna kick it off with La Nuit de l'Homme EDT. This is one of the OG spray the fragrance in your mouth fragrances. That's why I had to feature this one. It's known as a really big date night fragrance, and it does really well in those situations. That cardamom in here just smells fantastic in the air. Really, really good. It's been overshadowed nowadays because there are so many new releases that come out every single year, so it doesn't get talked about as much, but telling you, La Nuit de l'Homme still works just as well today as it did 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Just a little freshness there off the top that melds with that sweet, spicy cardamom. It really puts this over the top as far as just that compliment factor. So La Nuit de l'Homme, I'm gonna kick this one off. I probably don't need to talk about this one too much because everybody knows La Nuit. If you don't for some reason, head out to your local store. It doesn't really matter what store it is, it should have this. Give it a spray. Let's go niche up next. Ani X from Nishane, the original Ani, also really good choice. So this is a vanilla forward fragrance. That's obviously what makes it Ani, right? Because the original Ani, a lot of people would say is one of the best vanilla fragrances ever, especially if we're talking just compliment factor, all that stuff. This one takes it and kind of brightens it up, makes it sparkle a bit more. You have more of this citrusy blast off the top, which really is appealing and kind of holds your hand into the dry down. The vanilla in here, very, very, very high quality, just like the original Ani, but not quite as deep. This one has a nice balance between that warm, sweet, somewhat heavy vanilla and then sparkling citrus. Great versatility here. You can pull this off about anywhere and people love it. Just like the original, that one you could also put in this list because that is also a compliment beast. And from Nishane, you could probably throw in Hassavat as well. After that, Paco Ultra Red. So this one, as I have spoken about a number of times, used to be very, 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 very hard to find and was very, very, very expensive. And somehow, some way, 50 billion bottles of this stuff must have been found because it has been available at discounters for 30 some odd bucks for a while now. So the price overnight basically went from like $300 to 30. It has kind of a similarity to Ultra Zest from Mugler, which that one is still discontinued and really hard to find. I can't imagine they're gonna suddenly find 1 billion bottles of that and it's gonna be 30 bucks if they do. Oh my God, that would be amazing, but I don't see that happening. So in the meantime, this is kind of like your best bet to get something from a house that's well known, that's not very expensive, that's gonna get you pretty close to that Ultra Zest vibe. So you have a really sweet blood orange in here that mixes with praline and vanilla. I get good performance from it, lasts a pretty good amount of time and projects well also, and it's a big time compliment puller that really, absolutely nobody is wearing unless you're into fragrances. Up next, Stronger With You Absolutely from Emporio Armani, and this is what we're gonna be giving away. Well, not this bottle, but Stronger With You Absolutely, or Stronger With You Intensely. Joma Shop sent me an email and they said, hey, we got in a boatload of Stronger With You Intensely and Absolutely. do you want to do a giveaway on your channel and we'll send one of those to whoever wins? And I said, yeah, sure. Why not? It's a free bottle for one of you out there. So yeah, sure. So shout out to Joma Shop. Thank you guys for doing the giveaway for the subscribers. And I'll go over the details on how to enter in a little bit, but yeah, it's Stronger With You Intensely or Absolutely. So that's what one of you guys are gonna win. Joma Shop has a ton of fragrances. Actually, I placed an order myself for, it was like 8 different Latafas that they got in that I hadn't seen before. And I dropped like $250 or something like that. Because I also added in the new Halloween mystery because they had that. And I was like, ah, finally. But yeah, Joma Shop, tons of fragrances. They get a bunch in all the time, a bunch of new ones. So again, thank you guys. Stronger With You Absolutely. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you already know I love this stuff. My favorite in the Stronger With You line. It's got that Stronger With You DNA, that warm, gourmandy kind of feel to it. Massive compliment puller, great performance. Little touch of that booze in here, which I enjoy also. For fall and winter, I think it's just awesome because it has a little sparkle to it. You know, it's got a little bit of that liveliness when you spray it on, but then at the same time, really nice, warm, sweet. It's that vanilla, the chestnut, the rum, some woods, lavender in here. Really, the only drawback for this one, for me, is that it is constantly sold out. Like, that's the only drawback. It's sometimes hard to find, and because it is so often sold out, the price on it is not low. But you get what you pay for. It's a compliment monster, and it smells great. Let's switch it up with gin tonic. So we got more fall winter over here. This is more spring summer. And this one has an opening that I think is just fantastic. Smells great. So it does have gin and tonic, surprise. There's also ginger in here. There's lime. So it gives you that very bright, kind of sweet, but with a little sour tinge to it. Super fresh, clean, appealing. It's that type of opening that in spring and summer, you just want to spray on again and again and again and again. Gets a little musky, woody as it dries down, and the performance for me is not that bad. Yeah, this is one of those things where you would think the performance is gonna be just terrible, just awful, you know, last like an hour and then it's gone. But for me, it's solid. Now, it's not as strong as, you know, this one or anything, but it's not a letdown. It does have some similarities in the way that the citrus comes across in the opening to Lacoste L1212 Blanc Eau Fraiche, which is one that I also love. So not really a surprise that I like this one at the same time. They even have kind of a similar color fragrance on the inside there. But this is obviously the higher quality of the two compared to the Lacoste. And the Lacoste as well is one that has always done well with me as far as pulling that positive attention. This does also. All right, Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Coral Fantasy is up next. Also, Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Intense. That will get the job done. Ooh, I swear I don't know what the deal is with this, but it seems every time I smell it, it smells better. The apple off the top is to die for. It smells amazing in the air. It is just fantastic. Just the right amount of sweetness and freshness, a little bit aromatic, classy sort of as well. So you have this fruit opening that just grabs attention immediately. And then as it dries down, actually, you get tobacco that comes out. So it gives it a very interesting scent profile. You know, apple predominantly in the front, and then in the back, tobacco. You also have a little lavender in there, geranium, a little cardamom as well to kind of support the fragrance, flesh it out a little bit. This is really, really, really versatile. Daytime, nighttime, doesn't matter. You can wear it pretty much anywhere, and it also is pretty good year round. So this is a really nice Swiss Army knife type of scent, and it has huge compliment factor. All right, then we got the One Luminous Night. Issue with this one is same as the issue with Stronger With You Absolutely, though even more so, hard to find. This stuff in the US is not very often available. If you're talking about, you know, your usual discounters, it's a pain to track down. And because of that, the price is just pretty high. So that is the big drawback with this. Now, if you can find it, especially if you can find it for a decent price, you gotta get this stuff. The One Luminous Night is just a stone cold stunner, for real. It's Austin, it's stone cold, Steve Austin, kicking you right in the junk and then snapping your neck. That's what this is, but in a positive way, if that could be positive. This one has dates, amber, incense, and some spices. It smells sexy, it smells elegant, unique, complex, high quality. And once again, this is a fragrance that people are not wearing, at least in the US, unless you are into fragrances. Your average Joe does not know this exists. Let's keep a similar kind of bottle color here. Well, no, not really. Montebaco Verano from Ormond. Jane, love this. One of my favorite niche, easygoing blue fragrances. The way this comes across is not hyper complex, but it is a hyper compliment beast. That's terrible, but that's what it is. This stuff has amazing performance. Off my skin, it projects heavily, lasts a long time. Get a really, really nice sparkling grapefruit off the top. And then you have cashmerean kind of suede underneath it. It gives it this fuzziness, but it keeps it very fresh. So it gives it good body, good depth, and again, that projection and that longevity is there. And it lets that sparkle from the grapefruit linger for a really long time. So this is one of those freshies that will cut through the cold if you want to wear it when it's chilly out, but it also works well during spring and summer. So this one is kind of a blue fragrance that I reach for when I want to wear a blue fragrance that other people are probably not wearing. Got Ultramall up next from Jean Paul Gaultier. Yeah, Ultramall is also kind of like La Nuit, where at one point it was hyped to the nines, everybody talking about it, and you know, time goes on and it kind of gets forgotten a little bit, but it still is fantastic if you're looking for a scent that has performance, that's quite sweet, that will get you a lot of attention. Which, to be fair, a lot of Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male fragrances are pretty good at getting that positive attention. And another thing with this one is 9 p.m., which is a clone of this. It still gets talked about a pretty good amount. It's like, yo, get that 9 p.m., dog, get that 9 p.m. And it's like, what about Ultramall? 9 p.m., dude. And I'm not bagging on 9 p.m., right? It's solid, real solid. But at the end of the day, it smells similar to this. So, I mean, if you're over here like, yo, 9 p.m., 9 p.m., this also does the job, don't I'm saying? But again, yeah, 9 p.m. is a good alternative for this one. So if you don't want to pick up Ultramall, you don't want to spend the money on it or whatever, you could get 9 p.m. as well. Vanilla, good amount of it. Pear, cinnamon, lavender. A decent amount of notes in here. It is sometimes labeled as a clubbing scent, has like just a clubbing scent. I totally screwed that up. Let's try again. Let's try to look cool. Yeah, that did it. Like I was saying, it gets labeled as a clubbing scent, but you can use it in a ton of situations, fall through winter, and it will get you a lot of positive attention, trust me. Let's do that giveaway. So this is gonna be Stronger With You, Absolutely or Intensely. It's gonna be coming from Joma Shop direct to you. So they're gonna ship it out. Again, shout out to you guys, and link in the description once again to all these and Joma Shop as well. So here's what you gotta do. You have to like the video, be subscribed to the channel if you're not, and leave a comment. It's super simple. All you gotta do is tell me which you would rather win, Stronger With You Absolutely or Stronger With You Intensely. And also just a quick blurb about why you chose one over the other. You don't have to write out like 3 paragraphs or anything, just a little something to let me know that you paid attention to what I'm saying. And I will pick a winner for this one a week after this video goes live. I'll put it up on the community tab of the YouTube channel who the winner is, and then all you have to do is hit me up with your shipping info. I will give that to Joma Shop and they will ship it to you. So again, that's Stronger With You Intensely or Absolutely, either one your choice. Just let me know why and all that other stuff. All right, last fragrance. This one has got that dog in it. It's a Boss Bottle Elixir. Or at least when I smell it, I feel like it has the dog in it, the boss dog. This one is sick in a positive way. Really masculine, high quality, nice spiciness, woodiness to it. Has that sort of incensey waft right from the rip as soon as you spray it on. Stays there for quite a while, good performance, very classy smelling, as I said before, masculine smelling. I can put this up pretty close to Sauvage Elixir as far as when I would wear it, like the different situations that I would wear it in. I think pretty much any place you would wear that is where you would wear this. It smells awesome. And like Sauvage Elixir, it's one that people really are drawn to. But I will say with this one, if you go crazy heavy with it, then that kind of incensey smell can be a bit too much. Sometimes with that one, moderation is key. So there we go, 10 fragrances that women love, big compliment pullers, good versatility with most of these, and a giveaway for this little guy here, or the other guy that we talked about. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys later. Dude, my tongue feels weird. Ugh. It feels like slime. I know tongues are supposed to be wet, but it's different. I feel I have irreparably damaged my taste buds. I'm just playing. The quality is fantastic. I can't speak, I can't talk, I can't think. I'm gonna get mouth cancer from the thing.